Hey everybody, welcome back to Esoteric Ramblings. I'm Jesse Arnold, and this is going to be, I don't really know, a little pre-Wanda Vision final episode ramble. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to do a little quick video of me just kind of speculating, guessing about what the finale is going to be as it's coming out in the morning. At least for the US, it'll be out in the morning. And I'm looking forward to watching the finale. As I do with these shows, I give my mom a call down in Florida, and we just kind of sync up Disney Plus at the same time and watch the show together, which is a lot of fun. And then usually I'll watch it once or twice during the week after it's come out to just kind of look for more stuff or whatever. So yeah, that said, if you have not watched the most recent episode of WandaVision, maybe skip this. Or if you haven't watched the show at all, definitely don't watch this, because I will definitely be talking about some spoilers. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the show so far. I think all of the cast has done a fantastic job, down to the side characters in the town of Westview, as they've all transitioned through the different decades and styles of sitcoms. There's a lot of things that I really enjoyed that the show has done that I maybe didn't pick up myself watching it the first time, or didn't notice until I went back and watched it again. I know a lot of people have pointed some of these things out, so none of this is meant to sound like some revelation from me, but the way Wanda's delivery of previously on WandaVision gets less and less enthusiastic with each episode. All the hidden meanings behind the ads, the commercials. Clearly the first one was always meant to be a reference to the Stark warhead that crashed into their home with the blinking light and everything. And then just all those different things. So I wonder if we'll see more direct tie-ins to the last couple that weren't as obvious. Will they get more into the Hydra soap stuff? Will the Yo Magic yogurt commercial be elaborated on more? Will we see more of what this Nexus stuff is outside of what we know as comic fans? Will we see any more definition giving to these inside the universe of the MCU and the show in this final episode? Or will they just be teased to be addressed in Doctor Strange and Spider-Man movies coming out? So yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in this final episode. Big threads we have, left unresolved at this point are obviously the confrontations between Wanda and Agatha is out on the street, as Agatha has the two kids. What are they? Who are they? Are they real? As all they were made by Wanda, maybe. Maybe there is, so before I get into the what ifs, so Wanda and Agatha have to face off. What's happening with the kids? What are the kids? What's their story? Monica and fake Pietro, obviously they set that up as some sort of thing. And Vision needs to get back to Wanda. So last we saw him, he flew out of the car, so we didn't see any of the current timeline stuff with him in the last episode. Darcy is still in there. The rest of the Sword agents that are in the Hex, the rest of the people in the town of the Hex, are we going to see all that resolved in the episode, or is it going to be mainly focused on our main characters? And of course, the big spoiler from the end of last week, or the big reveal from the end of last week, the Project Cataract, the white rebuilt Vision that is not the completely constructed alternate, whatever you want to call it, the construct within the Hex. I have a feeling that version of Vision and the Wanda created Vision are going to have some sort of confrontation. I know there's speculation that it could be Ultron, or that Hayward could be Ultron. I don't think Hayward's Ultron. I think Hayward is Hayward. He's a military man for the government and for Sword, and he's, for lack of better wording, a lesser version of Tony in what he wants to do with this technology. I know it was easy to speculate early on that Wanda herself, as she is hanging out with us today, was maybe the villain. Will we see Vision become one of the Visions become the ultimate villain by the end of this episode? Will we see a darker, more sinister, shadowy character arrive on the scene that has really been not necessarily directly manipulating, but facilitating these things to happen in the first place? We shall see. We shall see. My thoughts are Agatha and Wanda are going to face off. I think something will happen to the kids. They will either be proved to be not real and Wanda will lose them, or they will be killed, eliminated. Somehow they will be taken from her, and I think that's going to send her down a farther path into the grief and despair, and we might see more of the kind of House of M, not necessarily storyline, but just the trauma for her to kick into the Spider-Man and Doctor Strange movies, to where maybe Wanda's not necessarily the antagonist, but she's a threat. She's something that needs to be dealt with, and that's causing all these problems in these next movies. So yeah, I don't think things are going to end well for Wanda in this episode. I don't think she's going to have a happy ending. Just how much more grief is she going to have to deal with by the time the show is over? We will see. That's my thought on that. I think Agatha will be revealed to be connected to Mephisto. Again, that's not some big revelation. I don't think that's a big surprise that I'm trying to say that I called it, but that's just where my thoughts are, that she will be shown to be connected to Mephisto. Whether he shows up or not, I don't know, but I think she will have a connection to him, and him wanting to push Wanda this far was his plan all along. And maybe Agatha is counteracting that. Maybe she wants to be what he... I don't know. It's one of the... I don't know, because she's clearly trying to get after whatever Wanda's powers are, why she was doing this, how she was doing this, and then the big reveal of the Scarlet Witch being more of an avatar, a placeholder, an entity, a myth, rather than just a catchy code name, I thought was really cool. I think the Visions will fight. I don't know how much longer Paul Bettany has on his contract with Marvel. I would definitely like to see him continue. So if we see the two Visions fight, and maybe the personality of good Vision can merge into the White Vision, and we get to see him continue on in a re-updated form, would be cool. Or they might just end up canceling each other out. I'm not sure. But I think they're going to have a head-to-head. Monica, I think we're going to get a little bit more about what her powers are and how they work in the MCU version of her character. That'll set up some stuff possibly for the Captain Marvel 2 movie, or at least be some threads to dangle to lead to that. And Darcy, who knows? And Jimmy Woo, I don't know where these other characters are going. I think it's been made pretty clear that Paul Bettany's big tease has just been that he's getting to work with himself as the two Visions will face off. Which I know some people are very upset about him leading this on and everything, but I think it's hilarious. I think it's a funny, self-aware joke that, yeah, I think it's hilarious. If that's what it ends up being, I think that's hilarious. And will we see who Wanda's aerospace engineer is? I still don't know if it was Goodwin or the Sword Air Force officer's name was. I think there might be someone else involved, and whether or not we see that, I don't know. Maybe we don't see who that person is until a further story down the road, but maybe the zinger in the credits, if there's a post-credit scene, we'll see. So that's kind of where my thoughts are on it. Let me know what you think below. Again, I'll be posting my reaction to the episode tomorrow morning sometime, hopefully before noon Eastern time, if anyone wants to check that out. But yeah, all in all, I think phenomenal performances from everyone. I think Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, and Catherine Hahn deserve awards, nominations at the very least of all sorts for their performances to run through the gamut of the different eras and types of sitcoms while playing these other things and making it all believable. I think Catherine Hahn is like, just the whole reveal of Agatha was great. It wasn't a surprise that it happened, but just the way they did it I thought was so great. So yeah, I think so. Wanda and Agatha are going to face off, possibly revealing a bigger villain at work. What's happening with the kids, the fight or confrontation between the Visions, Monica and fake Pietro. What is going on with Pietro? Because he's clearly he's not the rabbit, because the rabbit is in Agatha's arms when she's talking to Wanda, and unless there's some weird time gap that we're missing, Fietro comes up on Monica as shortly after Wanda goes into the basement. I'm getting all my characters confused. So yeah, what's up with Pietro? He arrives with Monica right after Wanda goes into the basement with Agnes/Agatha. So we'll see what's going on there. I don't know if he's some other being, if he's a third party, if he's Mephisto in disguise. I don't know. I feel like he's not that big of a character, but I could be very wrong. I don't know. They could do anything at this point. It's all on the table. I know a lot of people are hoping that this brings in Magneto and some of the X-Men. Now that Marvel has the rights to all that stuff back, I don't think this is the place that's going to happen. It might be groundwork to establish the existence of mutants further, but not... I don't think we're going to get a huge reveal of those. So we'll find out in like 12 hours or whatever when I get to watch the show. I'll find out for sure where that goes. So check back tomorrow. That's it for this ramble about the finale. All my guesses and speculation. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Ramble on.